Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Hello, welcome, bienvenidos, wherever you are, whoever you are, whatever time it is, you are welcome. You are in the timeless now. All is well. Everything is working out perfectly for you. You are divinely guided. You are loved. You are protected. You are cared for. You are watched over. Nothing's wrong with you. You are the perfect, whole, and complete creation of a perfect, whole, and complete universe. Ashe. How you loving? How you loving? How you loving? Today, we prepare for the Mexico experience. Ah, we prepare for the Mexico experience. Wow, 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 wow. So, if you'll be in Mexico, you already know. If you will not be in Mexico, by all means, please send your love, your blessings, your essence of joy, your peace for happy travels, your blessings for prosperity for all, and happiness, and people sitting in the right seats on planes, and everything going smoothly and perfectly, and shuttle buses and Ubers and ferries will be on the water, 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 water. You know, good morning, good morning, good morning. Hey, Crystal. Hey, God's Garden Girl. Hey, Darla. How you loving? Hey, Velma. Hey, 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 Reverend Z. How you loving? How you loving? How you loving? So, family, every one of the retreats is a different element. And we just came from one that is a solidly earth based experience. We had profound experiences with rituals and the winter solstice in Sedona. And that is clearly earth. It's an earth based experience. And now we get to go to water. Water, we will be on the water. Healing waters, cleansing. At all of our retreats, we do deep healing work. We get to the core and the root of things that may have been hanging around for eons, for a very long time. We get to the root of these things. Also, we have a lot of fun and we eat a lot of good food. Also, we're going to party on Saturday night because it'll be the final day of our commitment to come together every morning for A Course in Miracles to share, to grow, to love, to live. Now, on January 1st, though I will not be here with you live, you have every single course lessons on 4 platforms. So, on January 1st, at some point throughout the day, because I'm asleep late in Mexico on January 1st, no shade. At some point on January 1st, pick up the course or come to lesson one and begin the year again, okay? And do that every January 1st and just go through all 361 lessons. And the final lesson we do 5 times from 361 to 365. Let's do it now with a deep breath. We begin. While we're in Mexico, we have the opportunity to engage in yoga as we did in Sedona. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Deep breath. Release, release tension, release stubbornness, release lack and limitation. Just simply release on the out breath. Breathe in, release. Breathe in and hold for 3 seconds and then release. Breathe in. 2, 3. Release. Use the abdominal wall to press out all toxins. Empty the old stale air out of the bottom of the lungs. Breathe in and release. Your body is a perfect reflection of divine mind. There's nothing wrong with your body. There's nothing wrong with you. You're perfect. Accept and own your divinity, your perfection, your beauty, your timelessness, your love, your wisdom, your power. Accept it all now. Great Spirit, here we are at the precipice of day 365. Here we are, different for being here for 363 days straight. Here we are, ready, open, willing, able. Here we are, absolutely enthused about our 2023. Here we are, ready to bust into a whole new level of living. Here we are, being true to our divine nature, loving self, loving all, flowing in the perfection and the beauty of divinity. Ashe. 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 Here we are. And now, lesson 361, again on day 363. Ready. Emir Otto, ready. Me too. Me too, my brother. Me too. Here we are, day 363. And it is the same lesson for 5 days. Lessons 361 to 365 are the exact same. And if you've been studying the course for years, you have been in this lesson, these lessons, 361 to 365, over and over and over and over. You've said this lesson to yourself possibly dozens of times. And I said it to myself yesterday over and over at a few points during my day. Be you in charge. This holy instant, would I give to you. Capital Y. It's not another person. It's yourself. Capital S self. Be you in charge. Be you in charge. Tell your holy high self, be you in charge. For I will follow you. We're following the divine wisdom, the highest light, the all-knowing, all-wise, all-powerful, infinite self, the bornless, deathless, breathless, eternal one. This is your very self. This is what we're following, the self of all selves, the self that knows all, sees all, and is all. Certain that your direction gives me peace. we're not following the inner light, the highest self, because in a fashion that causes us to be kicking and screaming the whole way. We're not following it because we think we have to or we should, as we've been told. We are certain, we are certain, we are certain that this direction gives us peace. We're certain that if we are in an experience of having a conversation with someone we love and something comes up that could cause triggering, we are certain that if we follow the higher mind, Christ I am, God, Jehovah, Allah, Olodumare, Olodumare, Dambala, God, Source, the One, Infinite Intelligence, Wankan Tonka, the Great Invisible Spirit, as the Gnostics called it. The Gnostics called it the Great Invisible Spirit. All the peoples of the world have a name for this nameless. We're certain if in the middle of that conversation we are being triggered and we decide, PBG, pause, breathe, go within. We decide that we will go with higher self, certain that higher self will wrought peace in this experience. Certain that the direction of higher self gives peace. Certain of peace. That way, in every situation, you always know how to find your peace. You follow higher self. And if I need a word to help me, oh, sometimes we need just a word, just a word. Just a word. He will give it to me. She will give it to me. It will give it to me. If I need a thought, that he will also give. If I need a thought, I'll receive it. And if I need but stillness and a tranquil, open mind, stillness and a tranquil, open mind, stillness and a tranquil, open mind. These are the gifts I will receive of him. These are the gifts I will receive of her, of my mother, Father God, Source. These are the gifts I will receive within. You can be an atheist and do this because you don't need belief in God to follow the course and to do as it prescribes. It is a prescription for crazy, for fear, lack, limitation, guilt, shame, unforgiveness, confusion, not understanding your purpose, don't know why you're here, unworthiness, thinking that you're not valuable when God said I am incomplete without you. It's a solution for all that. It's a solution for every mind problem I've ever seen. And the course boils it all down to one problem. Makes it super simple. You got one problem and there's one solution. The one problem is separation. Somewhere in our twisted minds, we think we are separated from source. That's the only problem. Heal the separation, remembering who you are. Remember. That's why the course says over and over and over again, remember. Remember, remember, remember who you are. The course is the prescription for all of that. The course is the prescription for all of the things that quote unquote doctors, or as I like to call them, white coats, not being derogatory, simply being distinguishing, as to distinguish them from natural healers. Natural healers don't wear white coats. Even though they do have something from natural healers, they have the caduceus from Tahat or Thoth or Tehuti or Jehuti or Hermes, all the same being. And Tehuti from ancient Kemet, of course, had the staff and the serpent. And you see that symbology throughout the Bible, including when Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, and everyone who looked upon it was healed. The snake bit you, yet the snake was healing you. A very profound allegory, too deep for most people in church to understand. Oh, it's a miracle. It's a lot more than that. Healing the mind does not require a white coat. It requires a decision. It means that you are no longer going to walk around simply or merely as a tiny human, that you're going to honor your supernatural self and understand that you're far more than a body. He is in charge by my request. The higher self I am is in charge by my request. I've asked for it. I've asked for higher self to be in charge. And he will hear and answer me because he speaks for God, my Father, and his Holy Son. The voice that answers me when I question, when I ask, that constant companion. There is one that has been with you forever since the beginning of time and will be with you forever. There is one that you could not be without. There is one that is your very self, that loves you more than you love yourself, knows you better than you know yourself. This presence in the Bible, Abraham said, the living God in whose presence I walk. I was like, that's why Abraham is the father of 3 faith paths on this planet: Islam, Judaism, and Christianity. Abraham is the father of all 3 because he said, the living God in whose presence I walk. I walk in the surrounding, suffumigating, arresting, protecting presence of the living God. What could touch you? What could touch you? Including your own fears. What could touch you? There's something I want to show you that's profound from one of my favorite YouTube creators and podcaster and thought leader. And you might have heard of him. And I brought up YouTube and I saw myself. Hey, Val, you're doing amazing. That's what I tell myself sometimes. Impact theory. And if you go to impact theory, impact, having an impact, and impact theory, you will find Tom Bilyeu. And here is his channel. And I'm going to show you something he posted that I saw on my timeline yesterday. And I said, whoa. And I'm going to show it to you. Now, if you can't see it, it's all good. Hold on. We're going to come off screen share since we have completed the lesson. And I really want us to see this. Hold on. Take a screenshot of this. Take a screenshot of this. I'm going to hold it as still as I can. It says, so who's behind all my problems? And you see him standing there facing a villain. And the villain is hooded, masked. And when he removed the mask, who did he see? Himself. Damn. That's it. There ain't no devil coming to get you. There ain't nobody that cast a spell on you. There ain't nobody coming to get you. There ain't no villains in your life. Who's behind all my problems? Damn. Remove the hood, and this is what you see. What a visual. There's nobody else. Come on, Penny. Penny says, say that. Who else is there? Who else are you going to blame? So stop all of this running around, going to spiritual practitioners. Somebody did something to me. Somebody put something on me. I can feel it. I promise you that even if somebody put something on you or someone tried to put something on you, your mind could clear it. Because why? Because you know this. And hence, because you know you are the only one that's been behind all of your problems, you, it works the reverse too, which is so beautiful. You are also the one that is behind all your wins. Oh, no, I'm just waiting on the Lord. For what? Get up and bust a move. Waiting on the Lord to do what? The Lord already did it. The Lord made you, made the world, if that's your paradigm, and gave you all the power. As it says in the word, it is I who gives thee the power to become wealthy. You already have the power to become wealthy. You have breath in your body. You have your good wits about you. You have strength. You have energy. Get up and bust a move. It's you, boo. It's you. All day, every day. It's you. And the sooner we come home to the truth, that's when the badassery begins. That is when the badassery begins. Okay? That is proceed with the badassery. I'm covered. I am who I say I am, right? Gives us all we need to be all we need to be. Absolutely. Absolutely. This is day 363 of a 365-day marathon. If you're new here, because we have so many new family members here, this is a spiritual community that desires to be your spiritual home for life. You are loved here. I've had the honor of teaching on YouTube for over 13 years, magic, money, and metaphysics to millions of people. I'm blessed. And now I pray to be an inspiration for you in your life. And I pray that this community and this family uplifts you and ascends you in every possible way. We're here for your freedom, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, and financially. If that works for you, stick with us. Just put your roots here and stay. You are loved. And that is A Course in Miracles, lesson 365. As we are in the final 5 lessons of the course, only 2 more days to go. Lessons 361 to 365 is the same lesson, rooted in deeply. You are loved. ValerieLove.com and ChristianWitches.com. Peace. Kaisi out.